Shit, hold up. Because we're gonna let somebody come in here. Songby. What's Songby? That's podcast in DC. I'll take that for myself. That's Songby. What's Songby? That's podcast in DC. Yeah. Wanna telly? No, we ain't on that though. Sheesh. We about to be talking about this crazy shit where a nigga cut a nigga head off, man, with a machete.
Dallas, Texas, September 10th, 2025. It began like any other Wednesday. The city stirred awake, children getting ready for school, cars filling the highways, the hum of ordinary life moving forward. The morning sun poured down on Dallas, casting light on what seemed like a routine day. But behind the walls of the downtown Suites Motel, just off Interstate 30, something unspeakable was taking shape. In a place meant for sleep and safety, a shadow of pure violence was waiting to be unleashed. What started as a petty dispute over a broken washing machine would erupt into a scene so barbaric, so grotesque, that it would sear itself into the memory of Dallas forever.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with saying you got it and letting a person be right sometimes. You do not have to be right in every situation. You do not have to argue with somebody in every situation. You never know what a person going through one or what level they're ready to take it to.
A husband, a father, beheaded in broad daylight, as his wife and young son screamed in horror, powerless to stop it. This is the Dallas motel beheading. The downtown Suites Motel was nothing special, a faded building tucked just off Interstate 30 with peeling paint. It was the kind of place where the days blurred together, where the hum of traffic outside was constant, and the faces of guests changed almost as quickly as the weather. For the families living there, it wasn't luxury, it was survival. Couples raising kids in cramped rooms, workers pulling long shifts.
Hey, listen, if you got the money, pay a family member or friend to stay at their house before you stay at a motel if you can't afford a hotel. Motel is literally for, man, it's for the strong. If you stand at a motel, it's for the strong because it go down in the motels, man.
Shifts, then coming back to paper-thin walls and a bed that creaked with every turn. Chandra.
Sheets feel like newspaper in that motherfucker. The fucking sheets feel like newspaper. You roll over that joint, crunch.
Bob Nagamalaya, 50 years old, was one of them. A husband, a father, a man trying to hold his life together.
For sure.
On that Wednesday morning, he had no idea his final moments were counting down. Somewhere else in the motel, another man was already growing restless. A man with a violent past, haunted eyes, and a temper known to snap without warning. His name, Jordanis Cobos Martinez, and soon his rage would turn the motel into a slaughterhouse.
Oh, so I did catch a couple of clips where they said that the guy responsible for this was an illegal immigrant. I wonder if certain people's going to try to use that to his advantage in this campaign he's been waging.
Chandra wasn't just another worker at the motel. He was the manager, the boss of the downtown suites. Jordanis was only an employee under him, both men living and working on the same property, forced into each other's orbit, with no space to escape the tension. It began with something small, a broken washing machine, but what followed had nothing to do with appliances. Chandra didn't speak to Jordanis.
I wouldn't think it did. I mean, that's pretty extreme to go to. I would think it's a little more personal than that for somebody to behead
directly. Instead, he asked the woman to translate. She told him firmly, don't use it. Simple words, clear instructions. But to Jordanis Cobos Martinez, it was more than that. Hearing those words through another person, instead of face-to-face, cut into his pride. He didn't hear caution, he heard disrespect. In his mind, Chandra...
So he got upset. I'm guessing maybe the guy just assumed he didn't speak English, or even he knew he didn't. He got somebody to translate. Excuse me, sweetheart. Can you just tell him that I'm saying ABC, XYZ? And the dude got upset because he didn't say it to him directly. Is that what they trying to say he killed this man for?
Had gone around him, used someone else's voice, and treated him as if he didn't deserve to be addressed directly.
Wow.
And that was enough. Enough to turn a quiet morning into a nightmare. The motel air grew heavier. The silence was no longer ordinary. Something violent was about to erupt.
I would have let his ass put them damn clothes in there and mind my business. He'll figure out it don't work later.
X-Tool just stirred up some drama in the laser world. This is the F2 Ultra, the world's first 60-watt moped.
That shit. Give me some ads or some stuff that
The
I
cameras
want.
inside the downtown Suites Motel never blinked. They captured everything, every second of what was about to happen. Chandra tried to retreat toward safety, toward his wife and young son in the front office. But Jordanis was already in motion, machete in hand. The chase was merciless. Neighbors froze in terror as the hallway filled with screams. Chandra's wife tried to intervene. His son watched helplessly, holding a bat. But nothing.
Man, hold on, man. In front of the man's family because he was trying to help you. Not because he said something disrespectful, not because he was, because he was trying to be helpful.
Nothing could stop what came next. Jordanis swung with pure hatred. Each blow was heavy, deliberate, designed to end a life.
Man, he out there working a machete like that. You know, he probably done that before. I ain't gonna lie.
And then, in an act so savage it defies comprehension, he severed Chandra's head from his body. Even with the head already severed, Jordanis crouched down and robbed him.
Yeah, this not his first time doing something like this. To take it to that extreme is something I can't imagine, to be honest. Maybe I'm just, I ain't built for that much right there. That's different. To with your hands, bare hands, just sit right here and just whack somebody's head off their shoulders. You know what I'm saying? No diddy on that. But that is tough, man. That is psychotic, actually. That's pretty fucking psychotic. I just gotta say it like it is. But to do it in front of this man's son, man, the trauma that you have put that child through and that mother through is crazy. How did this guy not, what does he not fear the consequences of anything? Because he didn't even run. He went to rob the man after he lopped his head off.
Digging through his pockets, stealing his phone and key card, treating the corpse like it was nothing. The horror didn't stop there. Witnesses say he kicked the head into the parking lot, like a soccer ball, before picking it up and discarding it in a dumpster.
In front of his family, man. His son and wife is still watching this. I'm pretty sure 100% they're in shock. Probably can't move. Luckily and thankfully he did not harm the wife and the kid.
It was broad daylight, a family shattered, a community traumatized, and every single moment was caught on surveillance footage. That footage will not be shown here, but if you want to understand the raw...
I don't want to understand. Don't need to see it. I saw enough of that shit on Reddit and Rotten.com when I was a young nigga, a young man, and I just don't need to see it no more. You seen it one time, you seen it all.
Unfiltered brutality of what happened.
No, thank
You can find it on my Twitter, @RealDallasDrill.
you. No, thank you.
A witness here tells me that she saw what was a gruesome and graphic attack unfold at this motel near Samuel Grant Park in East Dallas. She says what started as a loud argument ended in horror. An attack so disturbing the people who saw it can't understand why.
See, this is the thing that Americans need to realize too. Outside of America, it's not cushy. Yeah, we got strict laws here, but these strict laws keep stuff like that from happening on a mass scale like it happens elsewhere. Other places that we won't even bother naming, done by other people we won't bother naming either, you know. But what I'm saying is true. That type of stuff, some people are used to. It happens often in the middle of the street, just like that. Americans, if you think those adults have been scarred, you can only imagine what his child is going through mentally.
I feel lost. I was crying.
But Stephanie Elliott, who didn't want to show her face, will not forget how.
No. You know why she don't want to show her face? Because that guy's 9 times out of 10 connected to the people we don't even need to name. If he's that comfortable doing that just in 0.5 like that, straight from, oh yeah, that's how you feel, you're not going to speak to me directly, machete you up, chop, 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 head off, go through your pockets, pick your head up, put it in the trash. This is crazy to even actually be saying out loud. The more I say it, the crazier it actually sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all protect yourself out here. Some crazy people.
She said she witnessed a suspect grab a machete and start chasing a man across the parking lot of the downtown suites in East Dallas.
He almost made it to the office, but then he slipped.
Oh.
Then she says the suspect.
Oh my God. He failed. He almost made it to the office, but he slipped. Oh man.
Suspect began slashing him over and over dozens of times.
That's when he got over on top of him, and then he hit him again. Started just whacking at his neck, and then he just kept hitting and hitting until he decapitated him.
Police say,
hey, I might be getting old, or it might be the gas. That shit making me queasy. I'm blaming the gas, man. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm empathetic for people. And I could put myself in somebody's shoes of witnessing something so gruesome like that. That lady is traumatized.
They started getting calls just after 9:30.
Suspect has a machete, and Fire is noticing that he is actually cutting someone's head off.
Our officers were proactively patrolling the area and responded quickly to take the violent criminal into custody.
They arrested the suspect a block.
He didn't get shot multiple times. I have seen the police, 4 or 5 police shoot one guy, empty the clip for a butcher knife, not a steak knife, man. A pocket knife size steak knife, man. They done emptied the clip. Y'all, y'all took him into custody. Shit.
Away, the machete still on the ground. The victim, DPD says, died at the scene.
I could not believe that anybody would just do.
He died at the scene. You believe he died at the? Maybe I didn't hear that correct. Let me just.
They arrested the suspect a block away. The machete still on the ground. The victim, DPD says, died at the scene.
Of
I could not
course,
believe that anybody would
he
just
died at the scene.
just do another human being that way.
Elliott says it started as an argument, but the suspect gave no reason why it ended like this.
Did he say anything?
No. What was left to say?
Shane put her face on the internet. Shane put her face on the internet.
Argument, but the suspect gave no reason why it ended like this.
Did he say anything?
But she put that very distinct haircut with the dye mohawk on the news. Everybody that see her tomorrow gonna know that was her, especially the people at work.
No. What was left to say?
In East Dallas, I'm Cole Sullivan.
3422 Samuel Boulevard went from peaceful to shocking. Dallas emergency responders received the call around 9:30 Wednesday morning. A beheading at a motel. Johnny, who doesn't want to show his face or give his last.
Crazy part about a motel is the way the ones out this end be usually shaped. It be shaped like a big U with a courtyard in the back and shit. So something might happen on way on the right side, like that. Some little streetwalker done got bagged in the room and, you know what I'm saying, crudded out, done bad. And then you be on the left side doing whatever you doing. And motherfucker, like, it is, hey, man, pay somebody to stay at their crib.
Unfortunately says he saw it all.
What I saw, the dude that was cleaning up, he was coming out of 106. He was going to 108. And I was standing downstairs waiting on my ride. The manager was walking past him.
The 56-year-old says both men worked at the Downtown Suites motel. Neither Dallas police nor the motel confirmed that.
They showed the victim, right? I saw a picture of the victim. I forget his build, but it's crazy to me, man. Hearing something like this is just crazy. Seeing it would probably, I probably wouldn't have been able to go to work. I probably would have had to like take a couple days.
Police did say that 37-year-old Jordanis Cobos Martinez allegedly killed 50-year-old Chandran Nagamayala. It was the way they say he did it, with a machete, as the victim tried to escape the ambush and the blade.
He was trying to get to his office, and he was hollering for his wife and them to tell my help, and then the dude was chasing him. He literally chased him down, and he couldn't get in the office.
In front of the victim's family, Johnny says, beheading the man.
He literally went over there and picked the man's head up and walked over to this dumpster and put the man's head in the dumpster.
Kim.
Wow, bro. Like, the more they said, it's crazy. She said she don't care. She putting her face on the news. She's fucked up.
Who doesn't want to release her last name, came home to the motel and a crime scene.
This is unexpected. So unexpected.
She, like everyone else, is trying to figure out what happened. Police have not said that just yet. Witnesses told CBS News Texas they did not see a fight. They did see a family in pain, watching the unthinkable happen right in front of them.
I know I would be going through shambles if I witnessed that. To see someone decapitated. Come on now.
This is nuts.
As the echoes of screams faded, Dallas Fire Rescue arrived. From a safe distance, they saw him. Cobos Martinez, blood-soaked, machete still in hand, carrying the severed head like a grotesque trophy.
Walking down the street, man. Walking down the street, crazy, bro. That is crazy. Is it K2? Is it K2? I'm saying, what kind of demons is out here walking around, man?
Police closed in. The chase was brief. Less than a block away, the man who had turned a motel into a slaughterhouse was taken into custody. His hands still red, his shirt stained, his eyes cold. When questioned, he didn't deny a thing. He admitted to everything. The surveillance cameras, the witnesses.
How was he going to deny? I'm just covered in blood, head to toe. Machete in my hand, human head in the other hand as I walk down the street. Yo, this is some crazy video game ass shit, bro. I'm still processing. I'm sorry. Hearing the little bit that I heard about this story and watching this is two different things. This is literally like some movie shit. This is a scary movie right here, bro. I cannot imagine walking down the street hitting a fat ass J and the dude that's coming towards me got a machete in his hand and a head in the other hand and he covered in blood. First off, after I process whether this is some prank shit, is it cameras? Either way, I'm getting in the middle of the street or the other side of the street. I just can't imagine this shit, bro. There's some skirt. Oh my God, broad daylight. Because if it was nighttime, he would have got. The
machete. It all pointed to one terrifying truth. A man had chosen murder over reason, and nothing would stop him. Cobos Martinez was charged with capital murder, the highest form of homicide in Texas law. Court
He
records
did
and
this in
police reports
Texas. He's getting a death penalty, but they're gonna hook him up to the chair.
later revealed the depth of his violence. Yordanis Cobos Martinez wasn't just a man who lost control. He was a man with a history soaked in crime. Carjacking, assault, indecency with a child, false imprisonment. ICE had detained him, released him, and in January 2025, he had walked free again, a demon lurking in plain sight.
See? You see that? You see that? The energy be telling you. I just said what kind of demons is walking around here. This man just came out his own mouth and said a demon in plain sight. I'm telling y'all, I be doing blind reactions to these videos. I did not watch this video yet. That right there was crazy.
For Chandra's family, there was no closure. His wife and son watched helplessly as life ended in the most brutal way imaginable. And for Dallas, the memory of that motel that morning and the unimaginable horror will never fade. Cobos Martinez was not an ordinary man. He was a storm.
Listen, it's not enough police in there for me. I feel like he need to have about 10 more police added in there to escort him wherever he's going until he gets to cell block, whatever, because that nigga is dangerous.
Waiting to break. His criminal record stretches across states, across years, a trail of violence that foreshadowed what would happen in Dallas. In California, he tried to carjack a woman while completely naked, climbing into her car with her inside.
It's drugs. It's drugs. It's PCP. It's PCP. That's PCP. That's strong, straight out the fucking funeral home, PCP, embalming fluid. That nigga's naked trying to carjack people, chopping off people's heads and shit over helping them, because it wasn't like disrespect or argument. Yeah, that's strong PCP. He was on water. He was water.
A crime so brazen it shocked the community. In Houston, charges for indecency with a child and assault marked him as dangerous, unpredictable. In Florida, auto theft added to a pattern of lawlessness. ICE had him in custody, then released him in January 2025 after Cuba refused to take him back.
Damn, Cuba, do your homework on Cuba sending us all they trash all the time. The Fidel Castro shit. Tony Montana came over on one of them type boats. They just flushed. They didn't even want him back. Keep that nigga. No, he can't come home.
Because of his criminal history. A man with a violent past, roaming free until rage found its outlet at the downtown Suites Motel. Every act in his past, the assaults, the break-ins, the defiance of law, they were warnings, threads leading to that fateful morning. When Chandra confronted him over a washing machine, it wasn't just a dispute. It was the ignition of a life of violence finally reaching its climax. Cobos Martinez didn't stumble into murder. He carried decades of brutality with him. And that day, in broad...
How he go from zero to cut his head off? Not zero to beat him up. Not zero to poke him a couple times. He went from zero to cut his head off. That's crazy, bro.
Daylight, all of it came to a head. Dallas has seen violence, but nothing like this. A husband, a father, beheaded in broad daylight. His wife and son powerless, forced to watch. Cobos Martinez is behind bars, but the horror remains. In the motel, in the memories, in the city.
Dang. That's crunchy. I don't like that type of shit. I don't like that at all. Yeah, that's messed up, man. Do them peoples like that in front of his family. God dang. Yeah, I don't like that. Hell nah. That one just threw me off. Tough. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't even want to put no other shit with that. We're gonna let that one go. I don't like that one.